Get to work, bud.
Can't believe this is happening.
Yeah! Welcome back to another episode of Staff Inspection. We're back on the C10, and today we're gonna try to get all that wiring buttoned up and then finish up some stuff on the inside of the cab. Got my man John here. Couple things we're gonna do today. So obviously we gotta get the wiring all sewed up. It's getting clean, it's getting tight. Last time got the truck fired up, which is sick. But that was just to make sure everything ran, make sure we weren't grounding out anywhere. We got the gauges working. John got the stereo working. Still gotta do the gas pedal. That's gonna be really important, obviously. Along with the wiring, we are gonna install some more hard parts. Now, the whole suspension is being reworked on this. We obviously got a new steering box, new brakes, all that good stuff. But the one glaring problem was that I still had the old steering column, which if you have a square body, you'll know it's a little on the loose side. So luckily, the homies over at Squarebody Syndicate make this super sick drop-in Syndicate series tilt column. And cool thing about this is it's 2 inches shorter. So if you notice where this steering wheel sits, you get in here and this steering wheel is all up in your grill. So for me, this isn't too bad because it's kind of like where I like the wheel, except it doesn't tilt. So it's always in your way, and trying to get in and out of this thing is a pain in the ass. So with that, it brings the wheel 2 inches closer to the dash and also tilts. So hopefully that goes in as bolt in as they say. Like everything, sometimes the aftermarket stuff needs modification. I don't think this should, but we'll check it out and see. So, you ready to party?
Let's do this.
There we go, got it. Keep pulling. There we go, you out. So here's a little side-by-side comparison. You can see obviously the length difference. Also you can see how much just cleaner this looks. That'll be nice. So it's got all the right plugs, and then also comes with a new set of keys. Look at that, all the little knobs, and hell yeah. Let's get that bad boy in. So with the new column, we had to modify some things, specifically the shift linkage, and just had to clock the shift arm a little differently, and then adjust this linkage rod because the shifter tab, which this thing right here, the shift selector tab, is slightly in a different place than stock. Just had to play around with that until we got it right. Now I guess we can move on to other shit. Bam. Okay, so it's midnight. We got the column in, got the linkage all done up, got some more wiring done. Even though it looks like more chaos in here, there more has been done. So the horn works, everything's in, tilt works. So now I just gotta finish up the rest of this madness. Anyway, we'll get back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some rest. Seeing as we're changing every piece of the driveline of this truck, obviously we need a new drive shaft, and we're gonna have one custom made. So we got our buddies from Driveline Pro here. What's up, dog?
What's going on?
To get us all measured up, and let me know what kind of options I got for this that's gonna handle the strength.
Absolutely.
So, what do we got here?
So we got your 400 fixed yoke option. We were just talking about the slip yoke versus the fixed yoke here. you know, 2 different options. This is going to be a lot stronger, safer option. You can go with this. This will bolt to the back of the trans, and then you'll have a stub and slip in the drive shaft, either up here at the trans or down towards the diff.
Cool.
How much power does the truck have?
Right about 700.
Okay. Yeah, so you got a 1330 large cap joint here. I'm just taking the measurement on it. We're going to get a center length right here at ride height. We're going to take a measurement with both the fixed yoke and the slip yoke, and we'll decide later what's going to be the best option. Pull that out.
So this is the slip yoke right here.
Yeah, so whenever we take a measurement on it, we take a measurement with it fully collapsed, and then we take the subtraction off to, you know, leave room for slip so that it isn't slamming in the back of the trans or falling out. 57 1/8.
When you measure for that fixed, right?
Right.
Like when you guys are building the drive shaft, how much plunge, I guess, is that what you would call it? Like,
right.
How much do you build into the drive shaft itself?
I believe when we do the fixed yoke with the stub and slip, I believe we do 1.5 inches. I think it is, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
And then with the slip yoke, we do 3/4 inch.
Ah, I see. So if I wanted to just launch this thing off of a jump and, you know, we're going to go to full droop,
right.
Do you need to, like, measure for full droop of the suspension?
Well, if you have, you know, pretty gnarly suspension or airbags, and you're going to end up having a lot of travel, therefore probably having a lot of plunge, you know, not always the case, but then, yeah, we'd go with the droop and ride height and full bump measurement.
Sick. So for all you trophy truck bros out there.
A bolt and a washer like that. Drops in like that, you know, threads right into the output shaft right there. Cool. So that's what it would end up looking like.
So now they just take all these measurements back and build one. Usually they're super fast with it. When we did shit car, it was like waiting for us here already the next day. You guys don't need to make it like instantaneously on this, but you know.
All right.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out and showing us, you know, how this is done.
Absolutely.
Thanks, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. Hoonigan is flying you and a friend out to Las Vegas to party with us at SEMA. Burnout events 2 times a day, every single day at SEMA. Woo! Woo! Yeah!
Basically, you and a friend get to come out to beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, located at the convention center right here. There's a forecast of shreddy with possible chance of Hoonigan. Let's take it out to the field. Check with Ron.
That's right. You and a friend coming out. You get $500 in spend. Hey, you get these 6 prizes. It's fucking windy out here. Jesus.
It appears we have lost lab coat Ron in the field due to high sendage. Anyway, here's how you enter. Head over to dollarshaveclub.com/Hoonigan. Sign up, get one of their monthly subscriptions. Then head over to Hoonigan.com/DSC, fill out your information, prove that you signed up for DSC, and you will be entered to win. Every single entry gets a gift bag. Top 3 entries get the prizes.
Yeah, and if that was hard for you to understand, basically click the links below. They're all there. And, oh, did I just expose our set?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're back on the C10, and as you can see, we're outside. So our shop got confiscated, needed it for some other projects. So in the meantime, we are going to be wrenching in the parking lot here, but that's okay. I'm going to have a little help today. We got our friends Mike Cox and Vince Scopin, who you remember from Building Battle.
Finally got the dash out. Don't tell Blake, but I kind of f***ed it up a little bit.
Finished the tubes in the cage, seats and harnesses, ready to send.
Mega Send Bronco in the yard.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me right now?
And an upcoming episode of VHS, depending on when this launches. Today we're going to be tackling that rear suspension from QA1. Now this is one of their new torque arm setups that they just recently released, so it shouldn't be too hard. It's all bolt-in stuff, keeps the axle in the exact same position, so you should be able to use the drive shaft that you're running. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. let's do a little breakdown on these parts real quick. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice about this kit is that it's not like a traditional 4-link kit. Most every other coilover kit on the market is a 4-link for these trucks. This is the first that I know of torque arm setup for the 73 to 87 C10. The cool thing about the torque arm over, let's say, like a 3 or 4 link is that it has the advantage of a fixed instant center location, and it has a fairly long swing arm length. So a torque arm, it doesn't allow anywhere near the amount of axle wrap that you'd get with like a short or long 3 or 4 link, and there's very little pinion angle change or drive shaft slip. Also, it's typically pretty easy to install, and it doesn't require a ton of like frame mods or floor modifications. This entire QA1 kit, you'll notice, is fully bolt-in. It comes with everything you need and all the hardware, and all that's required of it is simply cutting off some brackets and pushing out some rivets from the original frame points. All right, so as you can see, I got the truck up on jack stands right now, and the first order of business for us is we're taking the bed off. QA1 tells me that you do not have to remove the bed for this installation. However, I find that it's way easier to just take the whole thing off. You can get to everything. You can do all your cutting and drilling just much easier without the bed in the way. Well, the cavalry has arrived, boys.
Yep.
What's up? Introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, I'm Sean Heinrich, Michael's neighbor.
Sick.
Yeah, we brought in the big dogs today,
Hell yeah.
just to make it happen.
Vince, sleeveless,
Yeah.
of course. I would be really bummed if you had sleeves on right now.
Me
Cool.
too.
So we got the bed off. What's next, Mike? You got a process for this. Me, I just start taking shit apart.
Apparently, look at, you got like this giant bracketry kit, which is pretty cool. There's like 4-link parts, right? So I think this has to bolt on the frame rail on that side.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, a bunch of brackets to put on there, and all of this has to come off now. We got the bed off. Good
Hell
job.
yeah.
So now, suspension.
All right. Hank, you ready?
Hank, rip it off, bud.
Get to work, bud. Okay, well that didn't take that long. Rear end's ready to come out. I'm gonna make myself useful by standing on the back of this. You guys pick that up.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah, Hank, you're killing it. Watch your foot there. Okay, cool. Right on. So here we go. It's all out. Now we just gotta knock these off, take these guys off, and then see what we gotta do. We'll lay out the parts and see what's next. Doing great, buddy. Hey.
Thanks.
All right, so we're not trying to get all the little tabs off. We had to remove the parking brake brackets for this. Obviously, the old
Leaf spring
shack
mounts.
These two right here?
Yeah,
Yep.
the two that hold this thing on.
Nice and clean when it's done. Okay, so we got a lot of the parts laid out here. We're trying to stay out of the sun so they're not blistering hot. But this thing comes with a ton of different stuff. This is your cross brace that goes up near the transmission side for the actual torque arm itself. These are part of the panhard bar that links off those, or off these guys here, which run alongside the frame. These are the lower trailing arms, I guess you'd call them. As you can see, these big old brackets just mount straight to the side of the frame rail. We got to cut out the C-notch a little more because this one moves it down just a hair. And I probably did it wrong in the first place, but you basically got to clean off the bottoms of these rivets for this cross brace here, so you can get that in. And I think they provide some new bolts. This bracket mounts to the studs. So this is for this whole kit's for a 9-inch swap in a C10. So this mounts to the studs of the third member here, and it comes with these neat little shouldered bolts. So, you know, obviously if you're gonna remove these will slide in. Bada bing, bada, you know, or well, like that. And you'll be good to go. Hell yeah.
Fill every hole. No, actually we just want to stick a couple in there that we can tighten and move this bracket all the way to the frame, and then we can mark the bottom holes and drill the bottom holes on that bracket. But what's fun is watching Zach knock these rivets out. Yeah, he finally made it to his back. He's full committed.
It's not better though. That's what sucks.
So we wanted to let Zach in on some of this pain of knocking out rivets. We've been doing it a long time. This is his first time. We need to put that on there now, bud.
Ready to slap this puppy up?
Yep.
All right.
You'll need that and that.
Okay, so the brackets are in. This guy is just kind of mocked into place because you wanted to see where everything fell.
We gotta see where to put those holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. But torque arm's ready, and then all the stuff on the 9-inch here is ready to go. You got your brackets. The only stuff that we had to do, I think the biggest pain in the ass of this is cutting off old tabs and knocking out rivets, and then on the rear end it had cut off the old shock tabs. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Mock this in now.
Together for the first time, I set them up with 3 threads. So I usually do, so this is a left-hand thread and this is a right-hand thread. So we'll show 3 on either side and it'll be kind of leveled. Even. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Those are 3.
Right, this looks sick. Super trick stuff. Now I just got to figure out how to adjust it all. You know how to do that, Mike?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, well, we'll probably contact some professionals over at QA1 to make sure I don't screw this up. But looks sick. Pretty simple to install. I mean, what? It's 7 o'clock now. So you guys got here what? 1? Yeah. 4 guys, 6 hours. 3 of which know what they're doing. 1 myself, just kind of you know.
Jabroni, as they call it.
Yes, jabroni, yeah. Exactly. Everything's super clean. Guys,
really
well,
nice kit.
Hell yeah, well done. Looking forward to ripping in this thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bros.
Yeah.
Well done.
Started flipping you off.
Nah. Oh yeah. There you go. Another successful day. Marking things off. do you think?
It's freaking awesome, man.